Alright, good afternoon. Welcome to Tuesday afternoon. It's always kind of a little off when we are not here for a day, but yes, today is Tuesday. So, I know that I always would be like, yeah, it's Monday. Oh, no, not Monday. But it's pretty much Monday because it's like the first day of the week that we're back at work. So, anyway, okay, no, it's Tuesday. So, today, for today's class, you don't need any different equipment or materials than just our regular chair and maybe having a water bottle. All right, for today's class. So, let me go ahead and start with our quote. The quote for today is, "Indecision with the passing of time becomes decision." I try to keep this one short. Sometimes I choose ones that are kind of too long. So, one more time with that quote. Indecision with the passing of time becomes decision. Right. So, this one stood out to me. I sometimes have a tendency to be indecisive. And this quote really brought it out that, when we're indecisive and we just kind of sit on it, then it does become the decision, right? When we choose not to act on it and go forward and have a decision. So yeah, it's just kind of being aware of that, that sometimes that indecision, if we don't really want it to be the decision, then we have to do something about that. And then, like I said, just be aware. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started today. So today our focus for the second half of class will be more on aerobic exercises, which means we'll be trying to get our heart rate up very intentionally with some of the exercises rather than the first half where we are focused more just on strength and endurance, right, where we're really trying to challenge our muscles and really work on that strength and getting them to be able to sustain their contractions longer. But the second half, we want to kind of focus on our cardiovascular and work on our heart health, right? So we'll be doing our exercises in that second half just a little bit faster. And with that is always the same caution. You know yourselves, anybody else. So if something is off, all right, you feel pain, you feel like an exercise is too much or too many, then definitely stop, right? Stop, take a break. You may need to stop completely, but please make sure that you are being safe for you and your body and you really are paying attention. We do not want you to over-fatigue and have over-exertion. We want these to be good exercises, like I said, to really challenge your heart health. We want to make sure that you are safe and you're doing it in a way that is just right for your body. All right. With that, I may be cutting our first half of exercise order to try and make a little more room for the exercises we have for the second half. Because typically we plan a lot more exercises when we have time for. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, all right, here we go. All right, so I'm going to make sure that my hand is a little bit forward in the chair, my feet are flat on the floor. And keep your back straight, right? Keep your core high, keep your core tight as you sit upright. So we'll take a couple deep breaths. Breathe in and out, and in and out. One more, in and out. All right, so we'll start with our neck. All right, so up towards the ceiling and down towards the floor. Our neck flexion and our neck extension. I normally spend a little more time here because it feels good. Yep, and again, right, I see you doing it now all the time since I introduced you to that. But yeah, you can get your hand underneath your affected arm, right, and just push to get those shoulder rolls. Oh yeah, I always forget how loud that fridge is. If you can, roll them in the opposite direction. I should not have worn a sweater for today's video. So I told you today we're going to be focused on aerobic and getting our heart rate up. So I'm not going to be liking the sweater later. Okay. All right. Let's move on to our arms. So first we have shoulder flexion. So just raise your arms as high as you can, what your range is. And whatever your range may be, you can still work your muscles a little harder, right, by either pretending that you are pushing something into your lap or you're pushing it up into the ceiling. So either way, you can still push it yourself and make those muscles work a little bit harder than just the regular movement. But again, if just the regular movement's enough, then that's enough for you. So the first half of these, right, our focus is slow and steady. Or at the very least, same speed. Right, same speed up, same speed down. Right, I don't want to hurry up and then go slow down. Or the opposite, go slow up and then go fast down. I really want to do the same speed in both directions. Because we're really trying to work all of the muscles involved. Okay. That was the normal one on that one. I kind of like that one. Okay. Bicep curls. Right, so elbow, flexion, and extension. Or you put your hands together. Right, whichever way is comfortable for you and works for you. You can still work against yourself, right? So you can pretend that you are squeezing something between your arms and your chest. And then on the other direction, now you're squeezing it down into your lap. Right? So you're either squeezing it up to your chest or your lap. Right? Just depends on which direction you're moving. Or if you can just do the regular movement, that's fine too. Just a couple more. Okay, moving into our wrist. Right, so bringing our wrist down and extending them back up. That we can also here. Fingers, let's go ahead and do opposition today. Right, so your fingertips to your thumb. If you can, then you're going to squeeze and pinch those together. So we're going to do our leg circles, but I'm not going to do them as long as I normally do. Okay, I'm going to try and keep myself on time. All right, so right leg out, and excuse me, take your circle. If you can, also move your ankle in a circle as well. Okay. Right, and then just remember speed. Keep a consistent speed for that circle. Right, if it's a slow circle, then it's slow for the entire circle. Or if it's a medium speed, you're keeping that speed through the entire circle. Okay. All right, go ahead and give that a second. Shorter, making it shorter. Great. All right, go ahead and do the circle in your other direction now. Move on to our left leg. You have your left leg. Go ahead and start your circle for your left leg. All right, remember if you can, also include moving your ankle in a circle as well. Go ahead and give that a second. And go ahead and do your circle in the other direction with your left leg. Go ahead and let it relax. Next, we'll do our heel raises. Right, so keeping your feet flat on the ground, you're going to push up with your toes and lift up your heels from the ground. Actually, I think this is when I don't pay attention to my speed. I think I go faster up, and then I go slow down. That's for me, but I was just paying attention. I'm like, oh, I don't use the same speed for the whole thing. So, I should do what I say and go the whole speed. Yeah, I should go slow for the whole thing. Yes. Yeah, I don't normally do that. I have to really concentrate. That's why I have to stop talking. Yeah. Well, because you know, Lucas, this morning, I was trying to talk to you and do something, didn't work, all right? I had to stop and one. Yeah, I wasn't really a believer, right? Sorry, let's go ahead and move on to marches. Yeah, I used to be a pretty familiar with, yes, you can do two things at one time. But then I got proved otherwise, right? Just like that. Like I couldn't do the heel raises and talk at the same time. Our brain switches back and forth very quickly, or slowly. But my brain is truthfully only doing one thing at a time. So, I learned something. That was one of my classes, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. So, all right. Go ahead and relax. So, girl, it's your lucky day, but also not your lucky day. I'm going to skip the core exercise because I have a whole set of exercises we're going to do just for our core later. So, sort of your lucky day because we're going to skip the hold, but not your lucky day because we have a whole bunch of other exercises we're going to do instead. So, I mean, maybe not unlucky for both of us. So, okay, let's do our eye exercises. Go ahead and put out your thumb, and keep your head straight. Move your thumb in a circle, and keep your eyes on your thumb. Oh, I'm doing good on this side today. Go ahead and close your eyes, relax your hand. We will do those circles again, only a circle in the other direction. So when you're ready, go ahead and put your thumb, open up your eyes, and make that circle in the other direction, following your thumb with your eyes. Go ahead and let your eyes relax. Close your eyes and relax your hand. Sorry. Alright. Next, we're going to hold our thumb still in front of us and keep our eyes on our thumb as we move our head side to side. When you're ready, go ahead and flip your thumb, open your eyes. Keep your eyes on your thumb as you move your head side to side. Close your eyes, let your hand relax. This time we will hold our thumb still in front of us as we keep our eyes on our thumb but move our head up and down. When you're ready, go ahead and bend with your thumb, open your eyes. Keep your eyes on your thumb as you move your head up and down. Go ahead and close your eyes and relax your hand. That is it for eye exercises. I know we did a different eye exercise last week, but I'm trying to go fast today. So, we don't have time for that other one. Mouth exercises. Alright. Mouth exercises. Massage your cheeks and your jaw. Okay. First one, open your mouth as wide as you can. All right, so either you can do the whole motion slow, opening and closing, or you can hold it halfway open, hold it at halfway open, then hold it full, and then hold it again at halfway as you close, and then close. Right, so either way, just to slow down that movement, right, and control it to work on the strength. Carol, work on the strength and endurance. All right, but you weren't first. No, I know. Okay. moving right along. Okay, smile real big. So same idea, either try to slow it down, smiling and closing your mouth, both directions, or hold it halfway in between. That's kind of holding it, right? It's kind of, or the whole motion slowly, which I think is harder. Oh, no, don't. Okay. Okay, moving on, tongue. All right, so corner to corner. All right, now tongue to your nose and then tongue to your chin. All right, and then the last one is to frown and then swallow. We're all done with that one, Carol. All right, I call that good. I did make them shorter. I'm so proud of myself. I always think I'm gonna make it shorter, and then it's short. Alex and I were just talking, it's like it's shorter by 1 minute. We're like, woohoo! No. Today, I cut like 10 minutes. Great. That means more time for our core exercises, Carol. Oh no, like fake it till you make it, right? So I'm going to fake my enthusiasm for these core exercises. No, it's okay. They're all right. So this half, we'll take a breath before we start. This half, we're going to focus on aerobic, right? To try and give our heart a little bit of a workout. So, right, the first exercise is we're kind of slow, controlled, working on that endurance, right? So we're more focused on moving quickly because we want to challenge our heart and really get our heart working. Okay? So again, you know yourself, right? Take a break, right? If it's too much, then take a break. Let your heart rate come back down if you know that it's too much for you, right? Okay. And everybody at home too, right? It shouldn't be that bad. It's not like I planned out something. It's like suddenly going to have your heart racing. No. But just do, right? The purpose of this is really, we want to work on your cardiovascular, right? It's also another piece of getting our systems healthy and making sure that all of our body parts, it's our brains. Sometimes I exercise our brains. This time, we're focused on our exercise having an impact on our heart and our blood vessels, right? Okay, so we're going to start with our core exercises. Before that, let's take a few deep breaths. And out. In. And out. One more. In. And out. All right. Okay. All right. Our first core exercise, so either you can keep your feet flat on the ground, or if you want, you can hold up your feet, but you are just going to do, all right, you're just going to, it's really a Russian twist. Okay, we're really working here. Right? And I don't want to just move my arms, right? You see how I'm really moving my torso? Right? So if it's easier to have your feet flat on the ground, you're still going to work your abdomen, okay? But if you lift up your legs, right, and keep a straight back, you're going to challenge, I can't talk. You're going to challenge your abdomen muscles if you lift up your legs. Alright, just a couple more. Okay, go ahead and let that relax. Okay, so the next one, we have some of our abdomen muscles that are responsible for helping us. We're basically doing a crunch on the side, right? So I'm squeezing, I'm trying to bring my shoulder down towards the ground, right? Okay, so I'm going to do, let's just do one side at a time, right? I'm keeping a straight back now, okay? But I'm going to be here, I'm squeezing here. It's kind of hard. Yeah. All you're really doing is just moving your shoulder, trying to move your shoulder down towards the floor. But you're not really moving your shoulder. You're really squeezing here. All right. Sorry, we were doing this side. I was doing that side to show Carol. So just a couple more on that side. You should be feeling it here. Is where you feel that exercise. Okay. Okay, go ahead and relax. Sit up straight for a second. Then we'll do the other side. Okay, when you're ready, go ahead and squeeze towards that other side. If you wanted to make it more challenging, you would lift your arms if you can, right? Or you can lift here, right? And still keep squeezing towards the side. You should be feeling here. Probably a little bit in your back too. Couple more. Okay, go ahead and relax. Okay, next one. Next one is windshield wipers. All right, so for you guys, it's probably going to be easiest. You're going to scoot a little bit forward in your chair, and you can put the top of your back on your chair, but make sure you keep your back straight. Okay, don't round. Does that make sense? Okay, keep your back straight. If you can use the back. And what we're doing is you're going to, so I kind of need to hold on to the chair. You're going to make a windshield wiper with your legs. No, I'm not complaining. It's just hard work. I need some work on my core, on my abdomen muscles. All right, just a couple more. Okay, go ahead and let that relax. So you probably felt fun on your legs because we were holding your legs straight, but you should have been feeling it here. Okay. All right. Next, these are a little bit like when we did the balance, but we're going to do just a forward punch. So with your hands together, we're just going to repeatedly push forward. And a little bit of lean, but we're not holding it. We're just almost just it's like a punch, right? So it's just kind of a quicker action. Forward. Relax for a second. Now we'll do the same thing. That one doesn't strain our trunk quite as much, but you can feel it a little. Alright, so now we're going to do the same motion, but off to the side. Alright, so we're just going to off to the side. Oh, no. I can feel this on my sides. I can feel it here.
I know the body feels on this, but it feels on this.
Yeah. Like I'm sweating. Okay, go ahead. Now to the other side. So if you need a longer break, you can take a longer break. Right, but same thing, but now to your other side. One more. Go ahead and relax that. Okay, I have one more for our core. We'll have to see what kind of modifications you guys will need. So it's easiest if you're a little bit more forward in your chair. So it's kind of like when we did the windshield wiper. You're going to keep your back straight. And this time, instead of just keeping our legs out, we're going to try to bring our knees up. Okay. So I kind of have to hold on to the chair a little to give you a little support. Okay, you're just going to try to bring your knees up. Alright. Yeah, it's complicated to describe. Yeah, you're just bringing up, and if you can only bring your knees here, that's fine. Alright? You're just trying to bring your knees towards your chest. Right? And then it depends on how far you lean back. Right? If you're sitting up straight, you're only going to get a little bit through, but you can do it that way too. Right? Can you kind of see how I'm holding my body? Sorry, let me try and turn. Okay. So even if I'm not leaning all the way I can, if I just lean a little, okay, and I just bring up my knees. Oh. You know when I stop talking that I'm using my muscles, because I can't do both. So yeah. So let me try and sit this way. Right. So I put my hands on the chair, just like right next to my belly. Okay. The handles are okay too, but a little bit straighter might be easier for you, Carol. And then you're just lifting up your knees towards your chest. And that should be working. See? That should be working your abdomen. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Okay, go ahead and let that relax. I need a drink. Whew. Okay, that was our last core one. What, Steve?
Necesito tomar más agua.
Yes, I know I need more words there. Okay, maybe a couple deep breaths. I don't want this sweater right now, but I'm stuck with it, so here I am. Okay, couple deep breaths, breathe in and out, in and out. Okay. That's it for the core section. Now, these exercises are a lot like the ones that we kind of already did at the very first part of the video, only now, like I said, our focus is more trying to get our heart rate. So I'm a little out of breath. Sorry. Working on me. So, need to get you guys to work harder. No, just kidding. I know you guys are working really hard. I'm buying time. Okay. You just have these ones, right? We're just trying to get our heart rate up, right? I was gonna have you guys take your pulse just to see, but I'm afraid I don't have enough time if I have us do that. So hopefully next time I do the video with us, we can do that. Okay, so the first one is just gentle seated walking. So we're just going to simulate walking with our bottoms in the chair. Right, so we're going to, right, yeah, right, opposite leg and arm, and then when those come down, the other ones come up, right, just like I'm walking. Right, I just want to simulate, right, so you're lifting, you're bringing forward the opposite arm with the leg you're lifting, as if you were walking in place. Okay? And just what movement you can, right? It's fine. Okay. If it's just a little raise, that's fine too. So it's just the starter movement. We'll get with the other movement. Right. Next, we're going to do a lot like our leg circle, but not. Okay. So we're going to lift up your leg, and then you're going to twist. Okay, or you can have your hands out. So you're going to hold up your leg, and you want to try and do this quickly. So this is not like our strength and endurance. This time, we want to get your heart rate up. So, so hold up your left leg now, and then again, side to side with your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. Alright, the next one, we're just focused on moving our arms, so you can either move them kind of like we're running, right? Only obviously our body's still in the chair. So you can either move them opposite of each other, or if you need to, you can keep them together, right? And move them together. Right? So we're just swinging your arms. Okay. Great. And really, you're just pumping your arms as fast as you can. Curl in a back motion. There you go. So sit up. There you go. There you go. And if it's a small motion, that's fine, right? You don't need the full, you don't need to have full back. Just the motion that you've got. Right here. You guys aren't sweating yet? That's the sweater. I'm going to say it's the sweater, not because I'm out of shape. Okay. Alright, next we're going to do a kick. Right, so what you can, if you need to do it slow, you can, but you're just going to kick out. Right? Right. And if you just can, if on your legs you could just raise and extend and bring it back down without the kicking motion, that's fine. But if you can kick, make sure you're kicking with your other leg. Right? And if it's just an extend, if you can't quite get to that kicking motion. What is it? The racketeers? Is that the line? The line of ladies that kick. If it's too hard to alternate legs, you can just focus on one leg at a time and just kick out with one leg. That might be easier for us. Alright, so try to do about 10 hips on each side. Do you need a drink of water? Drink of water. Okay. Alright. Okay. Sorry, I didn't review this one very well. Okay, we're going to. Oh, I see. You can do, right in your movement, you're going to touch knee to opposite elbow. Right? So you can either lean and touch it, okay, if you can, bring up your knee, okay, as you come. But if you aren't able to raise your knee high enough, you can just lean forward. Right? If that makes sense. Okay. Ideally, you want to lift your knee up to it. Okay. So this one is also good for our brains if we're crossing the body, right? We're crossing the mind. Ooh. Nice. Yeah, and again, if we're not able to move our knees up, it's alright just to cross here. Okay. This is still a really good workout too. Okay. If you just like partial with just a little twist curl, that's okay too. Okay. Again, you guys know your bodies better. So respect any pain. Right? If you've got pain, then yeah, don't go past the point of pain. Just a couple more. And go ahead and relax. Okay. Okay. So this is almost like a dance step sitting in your chair. All right. So we're going to touch our heel out, and then when we're going to extend our leg, touch our heel. Right, and then when we bring our leg back, we're going to tap our toe, right, and then go back to our heel out, right, work between our toe and then our heel, right, so toe and heel, right, so we'll do one side at a time, okay, and try to go as fast as you can. All right, we're trying to challenge our heart. So it means that we need a little bit of speed. Obviously, we don't need to be at the flash fast. Nobody can move that fast. Plus, you're going to be done with the workout if you're the flash. Okay, just a couple more on this side. Go ahead and let that leg relax. Now we'll do the same thing with your other leg, right? So again, extend your leg, tap your heel, and then bring your leg back and touch your toe. All right, so if you are having a smaller movement, that's fine. Okay. And if it looks like just raising your leg and tapping your toe, tapping your heel, and then your toe here, right, that's fine. Right. If you can see, oh no, here, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. I had to say it because I was confusing myself. Out would be heel, in would be toe. Okay. Right, small movement is fine. In this case though, since we're working on getting our heart rate up, just try and do it as fast as you can. You doing okay, Liz?
Yeah.
Hard to talk and do it at the same time. Yeah, I heard that. Doing okay, Tina?
Yeah.
Takes a little concentration, huh? I shouldn't talk because I just messed it up. Okay, just a couple more. Go ahead and let that relax. You can kind of see why it's almost like a dance step, though, right?
Yeah.
Like that movement. Okay. Same thing with this one. It's a little bit like a dance step. So this time, we're gonna go out, out, in. Right? So just out, in. If you start making your own dance move, that's fine. If you're like out, in, out, right, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just keep your feet moving. Oh, see, I already moved it. Oops. I accidentally changed my dance move when I was talking. All right, at the very least, do you feel warm? Do you feel warm, Pearl? Getting your blood flowing a little? I hope. How about you, Steve?
Yeah.
Good, good. Like I said, we were gonna like make huge gains with our heart rate. But you should feel a little. Would you say, Carol? Oh, you didn't say it. Okay. Couple more. And go ahead and let that relax. All right, next we're going to do basically a seated kind of like jumping jack. So it's called half jacks. Okay, so most of you, instead of putting your arms up, you're just going to bring your arms in front of you for the up part, and then you're just going to do one leg at a time, right? So here, right, like a jumping jack, and then back down, and then the other leg here, and then back in. Okay. So that was slowly. That makes sense? Yeah. And as far as your range will take you, right? You don't have to go way out there. Okay? If you just go out a little, that's fine. Okay? So respect your range. You don't have to go farther than what you can control. Okay? If alternating sides is hard, you can just do one side, right, at a time. Just do like 5 on one side. 3, 4, 5. And then you can switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, whichever way. It might be easier to do one side at a time than another side. Right, so I'm just going to do 5 more on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, and 5. Okay. All right. The last one I have, and then we'll a little bit more. So you're just going to alternate between just a regular march, right? Just like we would normally march, and then try to do it as fast as you can, and then go into a slow one. Need some help?
Yeah.
Okay. My Facebook fans can wait for you, which is no one. Oh, I'm sweaty.
Yes, indeed. And we're going to fill the cord. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. All right, so you just alternate between march, all right, and then as fast as you can, 10 steps, and then slow 10 steps. And then fast 10 steps. And then slow. The fast 10. And one more slow 10. Alright, let it relax. Alright, those were our aerobic exercises. Hopefully your heart rate goes a little faster. Right, and it depends on how fast you were able to do the exercises, so right, that's just up to you. But I know this is the first time we've done it as part of the class, and it's really the opposite of the very first exercises, right? Where I'm like, don't go fast, go slow, but now I'm like, go fast. So, yeah, I know that's a little different. So, let's see. So let's just do some of the stretches for our legs. So some of these are the stretches we do this morning, right? We do in the morning. So just stretch out our legs, okay? Go ahead and pull up your leg here and just hold it, right? Or you can cross it. So just get a little stretch through that leg since we worked it. Keep breathing, nice deep breaths. Okay. Go ahead and let that down. Switch legs. Go ahead and let that down. So the other stretch, so extend your leg and point your toes towards the ceiling, and then just reach down. You should feel the stretch in the back of your legs. Remember to take deep breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. One more breath. In and out. Okay, go ahead and sit up. We'll do the inside of our thighs. Right, so you're just going to bring out your thighs here. Right, and stretch the inside of your thighs here. You guys recognize these stretches from this morning. So, but now that we worked our legs, I wanted us to stretch just a little. Right, so breathe in. And out, and in, and out. the opposite side, actually. So breathe in, and out, in, out. Okay, go ahead and return upright. Lean to the other side. So you should feel the stretch on the opposite side that we're really leaning to. So breathe in, out, in, and out. Go ahead and come back to upright. And let's see, next. Let's go ahead and pull our shoulders back. Or you can do a shoulder roll if it feels more comfortable, right? But I just want to open up our chest. Pull our shoulders back, breathe in. And out. And in. And out. And now down up and relax. And then you can do a ton with our arms, but it just feels nice. So let's go ahead and bring our arm across. Okay, so just bring your right arm across on your body. Breathe in. Out. In. Out. Go ahead and switch arms. Breathe in. And out. And in. And out. And we are done. That is it. Alright. Alright, so thank you. Thank you guys for participating. Hopefully that felt good. It felt like a good workout. And you've got a happy heart muscle. Thank you for joining us, everyone who is joining us in Facebook land. And we will see you tomorrow for the same exercises tomorrow at 1. And we also have stretching and mindfulness in the morning. All right, thank you and have a good day.
It gets you work.